The past few days have been full of intrigues, coupled with suspense and surprises, particularly with the River State governor first meeting with the APC and then the Labour Party, and of course, his party's presidential candidates successively. Is Governor Wike now a beautiful lady winking in the dark, or is this all about, or is this all for a better Nigeria, as he has claimed?
They are not going to take note of him. They are not going to know that he's there. Because when you wink in the dark, you are wasting your time. Right now, Governor Wike sees himself as someone in a strong position. He is in a position of strength. Everyone knows that he has the capacity to make things happen, to release money for political ends. This is what he has done consistently for the party that a lot of his peers in the PDP have not done. He's credited with supporting the party with funds at a time when others simply didn't think that the party was worth their support. Some of them abandoned the party and simply see the party as a means to an end. And they surface during the electioneering period. Wike has been constant as a chieftain of the PDP, and this is where his strength springs from. People are free to abuse him, call him names and all that, but he has shown dedication to his party, unlike others who felt the need to defect to the APC. He's been consistent as a member of the party, and he has supported the party with funds, where others have not done. So this is where his strength comes from. He has support even beyond his state. So right now, Atiku, as candidate of the PDP, knows that he needs Wike because of the resources at his disposal. So the last thing Atiku wants to see happen is to see Wike oppose him. That is former vice presidential candidate is now the candidate of the Labour Party. Is bad enough for Atiku. So the last thing he wants to see is for Wike to support another candidate against him. So Atiku is doing his best, and Atiku, by going to London to meet with Wike, has underlined his seriousness to resolve the disagreement between him and the man that he defeated in the presidential primary of the APC, the PDP. So at the same time, the APC, seeing what is happening in the PDP, are interested in having Wike come to their side. So at the same time, the Labour Party candidate, also sensing the disagreement between Governor Nyesom Wike and members of his party, also made moves earlier in the year to get Wike on his side. He also met him in London. So Wike looks like a beautiful political bride at this time. And anyone who has Wike on his side knows that he has capacity on his side, knows that he has tremendous support on his side. The truth is, Wike cannot be brushed aside as a politician. It's a politician who is tested, he has the resources, and he has support base. These things are very important. He's shown that he could win elections in the state. He's shown that he could draw the support of people. He's in charge in his state. So if you have that kind of person on your side, it's a massive asset. And everyone knows that River State, the people usually vote even in excess of 1 million on election day. So if you have 1 million votes added to your votes, it's an asset. No one can simply discountenance the power and influence of Wike in Nigerian politics today. So, and he has some PDP governors on his side. So
Absolutely.
it makes it all the more difficult, and it makes it inevitable for an Atiku to speak with him. And that is why Wike and his members of his group are giving Atiku conditions for them to support him in his presidential project. So they are saying, look, promise us that you are going to do one term, and don't just promise us, put it in writing. Let us see it in black and white that you are going to do only one term.
Absolutely.
Apart from that, the NWC of the PDP, in their view, is skewed in favor of the North. So let's have that list of NWC members reject, so that the overwhelming advantage of the North can be reduced. And of course, promises that they are going to allow the Wike group to produce national
Chairman for the party.
leaders. I mean, the leaders of in the National Assembly, that is presiding
Yeah.
officers
Yeah.
in the National Assembly, in case they form the government. And of course, they also want to be given the right to nominate a DG for the Atiku campaign. So
Absolutely.
there are all kinds of conditions that they
Put on the
want.
table.
And let's not forget, they want Ayu to resign. And Ayu, in their view, should resign, while the deputy national chairman not should also resign. The reason they want the deputy national chairman not to resign is because by the constitution, when Ayu resigns, it is the deputy national chairman not that should step in. So if the deputy national chairman not steps in, it means that the resignation of IU has amounted to nothing because another Northerner will have taken his position. So they want these issues resolved and resolved in their own favor. And Atiku is saying, give me some time, let me address these issues. Give me 2 weeks, let me address this issue. So I think that ultimately they will be able to resolve these issues. I think also that some mistakes were made,
Yeah.
and
They need to
Atiku is
right the
trying to
wrongs.
address those mistakes. For example, by telling his own supporters that they should stop abusing Wike, because when you have people like former governor Babangida attacking Wike, people like Lamido attacking Wike, they are making matters worse. So he is telling them, no, stop these attacks. These attacks are not in our best interest at this time. So we are seeing signs that Atiku is trying to do his best to get Wike on his side, and he's trying to use some of Wike's best friends, like the governor of Adamawa State. He's a very good friend of Yisom Wike. Atiku has sent the governor to him, and Atiku is confident that they will be able to resolve these issues amicably.